So recently I was on the lookout for a new controller, so I went over to Amazon and I found this Nintendo Switch controller that was a pretty decent price, so I bought it. However, when it came, I realized that this wasn't an official controller. So today we're going to be looking at the N-Switch controller for the Nintendo Switch and see if it's any good. So when this arrived from Amazon, I actually was really confused because I thought that I bought a Pro controller. Upon looking back on the Amazon listing, it's actually just down as a Nintendo Switch controller that also works on Windows and Game Boy Advance. This controller seems to have all the functionality that you get in a Pro controller. The battery life lasts up for around 20 hours. It also has vibration within the controller. On the box, you have just the normal design with the Pro controller printed on the side and this little tiny Switch controller logo. This Pro controller looks premium. You cannot fault it. I don't know whether they use the same materials as Nintendo, but it's a one-to-one copy. You also get provided with a USB-C cable, and this is pretty standard for most controllers anyway. So like I say, all of the things on this device are exactly the same as the normal Pro controller. The quality is definitely there with this. The only thing that you don't see is the Nintendo logo anyway. It's a really nice print and it feels really comfortable in the hands. It's even got the little LED indicator on the bottom. The buttons feel really nice, exactly the same as the Pro controller if you felt them. The buttons as well, none of them stick in, they don't get caught, they're not tight. They're really good buttons. The analog sticks feel absolutely great, and the D-pad is also really good. The buttons are not too clicky, they're not too spongy, and they feel exactly the same as the Pro controller. Even the USB-C charging port is on the top. For a Switch Pro controller clone, this is looking really good, and it feels really comfortable to hold in the hands, but how does it play? So let's go check it out. One of the things that I thought I was really going to have issue with is syncing it up to the Switch, but it pretty much connected straight away. All I had to do was press the L and R button and boom, it worked. So the first game that I booted up was Blazing Chrome, which is a side-scrolling run and gun game, similar to like the games like Contra or Metal Slug. I thought this would be a really good test to see because you have to use the analog sticks to shoot all different kinds of directions to shoot your enemies, and this was a really good test and there was absolutely no issues with this game. This game is hard as balls though, so what I will say is the bad playing is down to me, not the controller. The next game I wanted to check out is a game called Figment. Now this is an amazing indie game. Figment is a puzzle action adventure game, and I just thought this would be another good one just to test it out. And you know what? Everything felt great on this. There are lots of puzzles and you have to be fairly accurate with your inputs for this, so it was really handy to kind of test this out with the controller. And as you can see, there is zero problems playing this game. It is absolutely gorgeous on the Switch, so give this game a try if you haven't. Another game that I love playing on my Switch that I've recently got is AEW Fight Forever. This is another game where inputs are quite important and will give you a good idea of how well the controller actually responds. This game again just worked flawlessly with the controller. There was absolutely no input lag, no issues. It just ran great. And every single input that I used just responded perfectly. So yeah, there was zero issues with this game either. And the last game I wanted to check out was some old school retro with Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, it's another game that requires you to have really good inputs. So I tested this out and again, there was absolutely zero issue with the inputs on this controller. This is something where I would really notice if there were issues, and I came across none. So overall, this is a really great value for money in terms of getting a Switch Pro controller for your Nintendo Switch. I'll put all the links down in the comments below and just let us know what you think. Did you pick this up? Until the next one, thanks for watching.